have a few containers of figs here, so what I'm going to do is go through them and I'm going to sort them on this tray. I want to put the ones that have really good shape and kind of feel the most heroic. I'm going to put those closest to me, and then I'm going to kind of do almost like a little category, an inventory of what looks good, what's not so good, and what's just plain awful. So that way I can kind of go through and I know what I'm going to pick out hero-wise when I actually go to shoot this. So again, I'm looking for shape, I'm looking for size. Some of these kind of have some interesting color, but they don't look all that great on one side, so I can use them by cutting them in half or cutting parts of them out. These are really yellow, which I don't love. You know, one of the things that's really kind of interesting about food photography, you need to go slow in your prep. You definitely don't want to hurry through the preparation of the food. You want to take your time, you want to get it right, you want to make sure that everything is kind of figured out. You find the hero food, the really good pieces, get it all organized, take your time there. When you're on set, you got to go pretty quickly because the food's going to die. So there's this kind of interesting contrast between slowing down, having the right pace while you're doing the preparation, and then actually getting out there on set and doing it quickly before the food dies. All right, so I've got a few good ones, and I've got some that aren't so good. I got these a couple of days ago. Figs go really fast, and like I said, I'm kind of fighting the season. Figs came in a week ago. They're not here now. They're going to come in again in another week or two. So it's all about timing. I am going to make this work though. I've got some stuff that I like, and I've got enough where I think I can pull off 2 shots. So that's what we're going to go for. So again, take your time. Like when I cut this bread, I'm not just going to dig into it. I want a piece of bread. I want a slice of bread that looks even. It looks like it's kind of well done, but hand done at the same time. So I'm just going to go slow, and I'm going to make sure that my cuts are good and appropriate. It does not hurt to take your time in doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, those look pretty good. I'm going to give myself a little bit of variation by cutting some a little thicker. Then I can decide what I want. That one's a little cattywampus. This is really pretty bread. I love what's going on the inside. It's going to look nice. However, I am coming so low on it, I won't see a lot of that. All right, so again, I just took my time, got nice clean cuts. I'm gonna take a look at the bread. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grill this because I want to give it a little bit of toast quality, but I also want to give it some of the lines, just a little bit of kind of dark charcoaling almost. See what that looks like. So I'm actually gonna do this by hand. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour oil into my hand because I want to be very deliberate in how I do this. And I don't think it's a bad idea to really kind of play with your food in a sense and really kind of be hands-on. It actually will teach you a lot about it too. When you really take the time to kind of slow down and work with the food, you are probably going to find qualities in it that you didn't think were there that you're going to want to highlight when you actually get on the set. Alright, I'm going to give this a little bit of grilling. So this is very simply a grill pan. It's just got lines like you would find on a grill outdoor, but it allows me to do this in the studio without having to set up anything additional. Nice. Just a little bit of color is what I'm going for. Look at that. Ah, it's perfect. In fact, that is so perfect. I'm taking that guy off because that is without question a hero. Now, one of the things that's really smart to do when you're working with food is not cook it all the way. Something we do all the time with food stylists. They don't cook it all the way because you don't want it to die. When you cook stuff all the way, it kind of starts to get loose a little bit in terms of losing some of its juices in its body. We want to maintain its body, so we're just going to like cook it on high heat for just a short period of time so that it gets the coloration that we want, but it doesn't lose its life. Because who wants dead food? Not me. What I'm doing now is I'm taking a look at building my hero right here in the kitchen. So I pulled my stand-in off because I liked the direction that it was going, and I want to get that to, you know, happen in the same fashion with the hero. I don't want to start with something completely different. So I'm making it better, obviously, with the hero. I'm filling the plate a little bit more. I'm getting the colors to pop a little bit more, and I'm intentionally placing these figs the way I want them to, and I'm building it towards me. So I'm starting from the back and I'm getting eye level. I'm sitting on an apple box and I'm nice and low with this. One of the things I'm doing now is I'm actually adding washers to my meal. The reason I'm doing that is because as these figs start to build up and come forward, we're creating a bunch of little gaps on the inside, which the new figs going on top are going to press in and they're going to kind of like soup bowl. I don't want that at all. I want these things to feel like they're really fresh and they've still got a lot of body and life to them. So I'm going to help them in doing so by putting these washers in here, and then I can just lay the next one on and it won't sag. Again, you can see that I'm very slow and I'm very deliberate with this. This is not the time for me to rush. The time for me to rush is on set when I know I need to get these things fairly quickly. But right now, I can take my time and build it properly. That looks pretty good, with the exception of my very last guy in back. I think it's a little funky and a little too thick, so I'm going to switch that guy out. Something that's got a little bit more color and a whole lot more texture. Forced spontaneity, right? I'm always looking to make this feel natural. So one of the things that I'm really keeping in mind right now as I'm doing this is I'm thinking about my focal length as I'm sitting here in the kitchen kind of working on this. I like this and I want to take it on set and see where I am.